Smoke rose from the burning trees as Logan, a human soldier, ran through the alien jungle. His boots crushed the dry, cracked soil. The evacuation was already in progress, and he was the last one still out in the field. His radio crackled. "Logan, report. Where are you?" He pressed the button on his chest. Still behind enemy lines. Almost clear. Then, he froze. In the middle of all the chaos, he heard something strange. A cry. Not the sound of an injured soldier. Not even human. It was soft. High-pitched. Almost like a newborn. He turned toward the sound. Through thick smoke, past broken vines and glowing plants, he found a large, half-burnt tree split open at the base. And there, in a small space between the roots, was a baby. Not human. But also not dangerous. The baby had soft orange fur, glowing skin, and large, round eyes filled with tears. Tiny hands reached out. Its little mouth opened again. Wah! Logan's heart skipped a beat. What the hell? This was an alien child. But it was helpless. Scared. He looked around. No other aliens. No movement. The place was silent, except for distant gunfire and crackling fire. Something inside him shifted. I can't leave it here. He took a deep breath, crouched down, and gently pulled the baby out of the roots. It was warm. It curled into his chest without protest. It trusted him. He wrapped it in his cloak and turned back toward camp. Then, crack! A laser hit a rock near his foot. Sniper! He dropped to the ground, baby held tight in one arm, rifle in the other. Another shot. This one closer. They're watching me. But the shots weren't trying to kill him. They were warning him. He turned again, and that's when he saw her. A tall, fox-like alien woman standing on a tree branch above him. Her red hair blew in the wind. Her eyes glowed golden. A huge tail wrapped around her hip. She was beautiful and deadly. She stared at him without blinking. No gun. No weapon. Just watching. Then, she jumped down. Smooth, fast, silent. Logan raised his weapon. Don't move. She didn't listen. She didn't speak. She just walked forward. Slowly. Calmly. Her gaze dropped to the baby in his arms. She let out a low sound, not words, but emotion. Her ears twitched. Her fingers curled. Her lips trembled. This is yours, Logan said, unsure why he was even talking. The alien woman tilted her head. Her expression softened. She came closer. Logan tightened his grip on the child. She didn't attack. Instead, she reached out, not to the baby, but to him. She touched his shoulder. Her hand was warm. Her claws careful. Then, in clear English, she said, "You saved him. Now, you belong to me." Logan blinked. What? She smiled. A slow, confident, almost teasing smile. My people. My law. You touched my blood. You are mine now. He took a step back. I'm not yours. I was just helping. The baby made a soft sound. Reached toward the alien woman. But didn't let go of Logan. The woman looked at the baby, then at Logan. He has chosen. So must I. Sirens blared in the distance. Human ships were taking off. Logan's team was leaving. I don't have time for this. He turned to run, but the baby cried again. Loud. Afraid. He stopped. She stepped beside him. Not hostile. Not angry. You saved a prince. You are marked. He turned to her. Wait, Prince. She nodded slowly. Son of my body. Son of my kingdom. The jungle shook. Something exploded far away. Logan didn't know what to believe anymore. All he knew was this: he had picked up a baby, and now, this alien woman was looking at him like she owned him. And strangely, he didn't feel afraid. He felt watched. Desired. Claimed. The child snuggled closer. The mother stood beside him, proud and quiet. Then she whispered, with a voice that sent chills down his back. "You are mine now, human. Body and breath." It had been 2 days since the jungle. 2 days since Logan carried that alien baby through fire, blood, and sniper fire. 2 days since that fox-tailed alien beauty touched his shoulder and told him, with full confidence, "You're mine now." But Logan was back at base. The baby had been handed to medics. The mission was done. At least, that's what he thought. Until nightfall came. Until the guards outside his tent fell completely silent. And until he heard the sound of bare feet stepping across gravel. He sat up. And there she was. Revesia. The alien woman from the jungle, now standing just inside his tent, her golden eyes glowing under the moonlight, her flame-colored hair falling over one shoulder, and her body wrapped in something tighter, darker, more deliberate. She had cleaned up. And she looked dangerous. And hot. Logan grabbed his sidearm. "You followed me here." She didn't flinch. "Of course. You're mine." "I'm not anyone's." He stood, jaw tight. She smirked. "Not yet. What do you want from me?" Her eyes flicked over him slowly, from his chest to his jaw to his clenched fists. "You touched my child. You carried him close to your heart. Do you know what that means in my culture? I was saving him. That's all." Revesia stepped forward. Slowly. The scent of her skin, strange, wild, sweet like burnt flowers, filled the tent. "On your world, that may be kindness. On mine, it is a bond." Logan swallowed. She stood close now. Too close. One hand resting on his chest. "You held a prince. And now, the prince won't sleep unless he hears your voice." He blinked. "What?" "He cries for you. Even now." She leaned in closer. "You think I'm here to chase you?" "No, human. I'm here because my son misses you." Her fingers moved slowly, brushing his chest plate, lightly tapping. Logan stepped back. "Look, just because your baby got attached, doesn't mean I belong to you." She tilted her head. Then, laughing softly, said, "You think I want a pet?" "No. I want a partner." His heart pounded. "I'm not here for games," Logan muttered. "Oh," she said, her tail curling behind her playfully, "I never play games. I always win." Then she paused. "Unless you're afraid." He clenched his jaw. "Afraid of what?" Her eye sparkled. "Of needing me back." Outside, the wind howled. A storm was coming. Revesia pulled something from her belt, a glowing crystal. "This marks the bond. If you touch it, my people will know you're mine. We can protect you. Worship you. Serve you." "Worship?" He raised an eyebrow. She nodded slowly. "You don't know how rare you are. You didn't just save a child. You saved our future." "Look," Logan said, softer now. "I'm just a soldier. I'm not looking for." She leaned in, so close her lips nearly touched his ear. "You weren't looking, human. But I found you anyway." Then she stepped back. She dropped the crystal on his bedroll. "If you leave this tent before morning, I'll take that as your answer. If you stay, you'll be mine. By blood and vow." And with that, she was gone. Silent. Smooth. A shadow under the moonlight. Logan stood frozen. The crystal glowed. Outside, thunder rolled. Inside, he stared at the bed, where the crystal pulsed like a heartbeat. The rain didn't stop. It tapped on the roof of Logan's tent like fingers. Cold. Repeating. Almost like a warning. He hadn't touched the crystal she left behind. But he hadn't thrown it away either. It still sat there, glowing, like it was watching him. He paced. She's not serious, he muttered to himself. This can't be real. Aliens don't claim humans. We're not pets. But deep down, he wasn't scared of being her pet. He was scared of something else. He was scared he might say yes. Suddenly, the tent flap opened. No footsteps. No warning. Just her. Revessia. This time, wet from the rain, her long hair sticking to her skin. Her eyes burned gold even in the darkness. Her outfit had changed, tight leather straps, nothing soft. Nothing kind. She didn't look like a queen now. She looked like a hunter. Logan raised his hand. I didn't call for you. She walked in anyway. You didn't have to. I heard you thinking. He stared. That's not funny. I wasn't joking. Her voice dropped. You were thinking of me. He didn't answer. She stepped forward, slow, dripping water on the floor. Her tail trailed behind her like a living flame. You didn't touch the crystal. No. You didn't throw it away. No. She smiled, the kind of smile that could get a man in trouble. That means you're mine. You just haven't admitted it yet. He crossed his arms. Look, I'm not some prize. I saved a baby. That's all. Her smile vanished. She stepped so close, he could feel her breath. Her lips barely moved. You saved my baby. That's not nothing. That's a vow. In my world, it binds two souls. Your world, Logan said slowly, is not mine. Her hand touched his chest. Soft. Warm. Slow. It can be. His heart pounded. She tilted her head. Do you feel it too? He didn't answer. She leaned closer, her lips almost at his neck. You're not scared of me. You're scared of wanting me. Logan backed away. But the tent was small. And she moved like water, smooth, silent, already behind him. She placed a hand on his shoulder. The baby sleeps now. Only after hearing your voice. He turned. Why does he need me? Her eye softened for the first time. Because you made him feel safe. That means more than you know. A long pause. Then, she whispered. In my world, safety is love. Logan stood still. Everything inside him screamed don't. But something deeper, something human, whispered stay. She reached down and picked up the crystal. Held it in front of his chest. Touch it, she said. And I'll stop chasing you. Because then, I'll have you. He looked at it. At her. At the rain behind her back. Why me? He asked. Why not someone from your world? Her answer was soft. Because you ran into fire for someone who wasn't yours. And that kind of man is mine. Silence filled the room. No war. No orders. No mission. Just one alien woman and one human man who didn't know what to feel anymore. The crystal is still glowing. Logan's hand hovers over it. But we don't see what he chooses. Not yet. The jungle didn't sleep. Even in darkness, it breathed, hot, wet, wild. Trees shimmered with glowing veins. Distant creatures screamed. Somewhere deeper, war drums echoed. Logan sat near a dying fire, his rifle across his lap. The baby slept wrapped in soft alien furs beside him. Quiet. Safe. He hadn't touched the crystal yet. But he hadn't run either. Revessia hadn't returned since that night. Part of him hoped she would. The other part feared what would happen when she did. Suddenly, leaves rustled. He stood. Not her. Not friendly. Figures moved between trees, fast, silent. Enemies, he whispered. Then. Snap. Crack. Flash. Energy blasts exploded into the campsite. Smoke. Fire. Screams. The baby cried. Logan rolled, grabbed the child, and shielded him with his body. I've got you, kid. I've got you. A blade swiped inches from his face. He kicked the attacker back and fired, dead center. One down. Two more came from the sides. He turned. But someone else got there first. A blur of red. A tail whipped through the air. Revessia. She landed like thunder. Claws out. Eyes glowing. Fangs bared. He is mine, she roared. Her strikes were lightning. Her body spun like fire. Her movements, graceful, brutal, wild. One attacker tried to run. She didn't let him. She tore through them like a storm. And when it was over, she stood tall, panting, wild hair sticking to her skin, blood dripping from her claws. Are you hurt? She asked, turning to Logan. He shook his head. I'm fine. The baby's fine. She rushed to him. Knelt. Placed her hand over the baby's heart. Then over Logan's. You protected him. Again. He looked at her. That's what I do. She smiled, slow and wicked. And I reward loyalty. Before he could speak, she touched his side, where a burn mark sizzled under his shirt. You're bleeding. It's nothing. But she didn't believe him. She leaned in and licked the wound. Logan froze. Her tongue moved slowly, tracing the mark. What are you doing? He said, voice tight. Healing, she whispered. And claiming. His heart thundered. She licked again, slower this time, as if daring him to pull away. He didn't. She sat on her knees now, tail flicking lazily behind her. You didn't touch the crystal, she said. But you didn't leave. He didn't answer. She leaned in, close, her lips brushing his ear. You fought for us again. You bled for us. You're not just mine now. You're becoming one of us. He pulled back. Don't get too excited. She laughed, deep, rich, amused. Oh, I'm very excited. Then she paused, looking at him seriously. You think this is just about desire. But it's more. In my world, when a warrior protects life twice, they are family. I'm not ready to be part of your family. Her eyes softened. But you keep showing up like one. The baby cooed softly, his tiny hands gripping Logan's finger again. Revessia smiled. He knows. Even if you don't. Ending scene. She stands and offers her hand to him. Come with me, human. My people will meet you tonight. They will not question my claim, but they will test your worth. Logan looks at her hand. And slowly. He takes it. The alien village wasn't on any human map. Hidden behind vines, beneath glowing cliffs, surrounded by roots that pulsed with light, it felt like something from a forgotten myth. And now, Logan was walking straight into it. Beside him, Revessia moved like a queen, silent, proud, eyes forward. Her people bowed as she passed. Even warriors twice her size stepped back. Behind them, alien children whispered. That's the human. He touched the prince. He hasn't even accepted the bond stone yet. Logan didn't speak. He kept his eyes moving. One wrong move, and this crowd could turn. They reached the center of the village, a circle of black stone, surrounded by flames. Elders waited. And in the middle, on a raised stone bed, lay the baby, the prince, asleep and glowing. A large elder stepped forward. His skin was like bark, his eyes golden and hard. "You carry the mark of Revesia," he said. "But you have not accepted the bond." "I didn't ask for any of this," Logan replied, calm but firm. The elder growled. "The jungle chose you. Her son chose you. She chose you. Only your pride is left." The crowd murmured. Revesia stepped forward. "Let him speak for himself." The elder looked at Logan. "Then speak, human. Are you one of us? Or just a mistake we need to erase?" The threat was real. Logan looked at the baby. At the villagers. At her. "I didn't come here for love. Or glory. Or to play husband in some alien tribe." He paused. "But every time that child cried, I stayed. Every time someone tried to harm him, I fought. Not because I had to. Because it felt right." The crowd stilled. Logan's voice softened. "I don't know your customs. But I know this, he matters. And maybe she does too." Revesia's eyes widened, the first time her confident mask cracked. The elder nodded. "Then face the right. If you survive, your bond is law." Logan blinked. "Wait. Right." She stepped closer, placing a hand on his chest. "I told you they'd test your worth." Suddenly, the ground cracked. A trapdoor opened beneath the stone ring. Below, a dark pit, lit only by shifting blue flames. "Step in," the elder said. "Let the cave judge your soul." Logan looked at Revesia. "If I die down there?" She smirked. "Then you were never mine to begin with." He gave a dry laugh. "You have a funny way of showing affection." She leaned in, brushed her lips just above his ear, and whispered, "I only claim what's strong enough to keep me." Then she stepped back. And Logan jumped into the dark. Scene change, the trial pit. It wasn't a cave. It was alive. The walls pulsed with alien light. Echoes of old voices whispered his name, Logan, protector, outsider, lover. He walked through smoke and sound. Visions flashed, of Earth, of war, of the baby in flames. And then of her. Revesia. Standing at the end of the path. Naked but not touched. Glowing but not warm. She spoke, but her voice was inside his head. "Do you choose me, fully? Even if it means never going home again?" Logan didn't move. He stared at her. Not the body. Not the beauty. The fire in her eyes. "Yes," he said out loud. The ground shook. Light exploded around him. The bondstone, the one he never touched, now hovered in front of his chest, glowing white-hot. He reached out. Touched it. No pain. Only heat. Only connection. Cut to the village above. The elders stepped back. The bondstone rose from the pit, spinning fast, then shot up into the sky. Revesia watched it. Her tail flicked once. He chose. The pit cracked open again. Logan rose from the smoke, his eyes glowing faint gold. She walked to him. He didn't say a word. She didn't smile. She just grabbed his collar. Pulled him close. And kissed him like she was claiming a crown. The kiss should have meant the end. Logan passed the test. The crystal accepted him. The tribe bowed. Revesia kissed him in front of everyone, not soft, not shy, but like she was marking territory. And in a way, she was. But nothing felt finished. In fact, things were only getting more complicated. That night, Logan sat by a glowing stream near Revesia's tent. He had been given new clothes, tribal armor, fur-lined, flexible. It felt wrong, but fit perfectly. He touched the mark now burned into his shoulder, a glowing symbol left by the bond stone. He belonged here now. At least, that's what they believed. But his mind was far from settled. What the hell am I doing? He muttered to himself. Behind him, footsteps. Light. Bear. Revesia. She sat beside him without a word. She didn't smile this time. No teasing. No flirt. Just silence. For a long moment, they both listened to the water. Then she spoke. You passed the trial. But your eyes still don't trust me. He glanced at her. I trust you. Her tail moved slowly behind her. No, you desire me. You worry about me. You feel something, but it's not trust yet. Logan stared at the stream. I left Earth to escape things. Orders. Pain. People who use me. He looked at her now. You say I'm part of your family. But I don't even know your real name. She blinked. Then, softly. Revesia Orenthal. Queen of the Ember Spine. He nodded slowly. Sounds powerful. It was, she said. Until I lost my mate in battle, and they called me unfit to rule. Logan frowned. Wait. You were mated before. She nodded. He died saving me. His memory burns inside me. But I do not believe in dying with the past. He looked away. So now I'm your replacement. No, she said sharply. You're my choice. Then she stood and walked a few paces away. I watched you fight for my child like a father. Speak like a leader. Stand like a warrior. She turned. I didn't fall for your blood, Logan. I fell for your instinct. Silence. Then. A scream. Not far. Not human. Logan stood. That was the kid. They both ran toward the healer's hut. Inside, chaos. The baby was glowing red, shaking, screaming. His fur was matted with sweat. His little chest rose fast, too fast. The healer stepped back. He's bonding too fast. His heart can't handle it. What happened? Logan asked. The healer pointed at him. You happened. He's attached. Fully. He needs you close or he breaks. Revesia's eyes went wide. It's already begun. She rushed to the baby, but the cries didn't stop. Logan stepped closer. As soon as his hand touched the baby's cheek, the screaming slowed. The glow turned from red to soft orange. The baby curled into his hand and slept. Just like that. Everyone stared. Logan whispered. He's imprinted on me. Revesia nodded. More than that. He chose you. Heart to heart. And now, only you can keep him stable. He stared at the baby. So I can't leave. No, she said. If you leave, he dies. Scene change, back at the stream, later that night. Logan stood alone again. She came quietly this time. No words. She wrapped her arms around him from behind. Her body soft. Warm. Familiar now. You don't have to choose between your freedom and us. He whispered, but I already have. She looked up at him. What do you mean? I stayed. A pause. He turned to her, cupped her cheek. I don't know what this is yet. But I know I don't want to lose it. She smiled, not with her mouth, but with her eyes. Then sleep, Logan. Tomorrow. I give you everything. Revesia walks into the tent ahead of him. Her silhouette glows against the fabric, tall, proud, queenly. She doesn't turn around. Just lifts her tail and says, If you're mine, prove it. He didn't sleep that night. Even though Revesia curled up beside him, even though her body pressed against his with heat and softness and trust, Logan stayed awake. He wasn't restless from fear. He was awake because of what came next. Because peace never lasts. Dawn hit hard. Alarms screamed through the alien village. Fighters flew overhead. Human warships. Earth's elite. And they weren't here for diplomacy. They came for the baby. Command wanted the alien child, the bio-key to alien DNA, captured and studied. Logan stood outside the tent, shirtless, blade in hand, watching dropships land. Behind him, Revesia held their son. Yes, he thought. Their son. Your people are here to kill us, she said. He nodded. Then they'll have to go through me. Scene shift, human commander's camp. Commander Ree stared at the village from a ridge. He bonded with it? Are you serious? The soldier nodded. Sir, he's defending the tribe. Won't leave. Says the alien child is his responsibility. Reese narrowed his eyes. Then he's gone native. Bring him in. Dead or alive. Back in the village. Revesia handed Logan a curved sword, old, glowing, etched in royal bloodline. This was my mate's. Now, it's yours. He took it without a word. Behind them, villagers gathered, ready for war. Logan stepped forward. No one touches this child. No one harms her people. I may be human. He raised the blade. But I'm theirs now. The battle hit like thunder. Dropships crashed into the jungle. Drones buzzed the skies. Explosions tore trees in half. Logan fought at Revesia's side, fast, precise, fearless. He moved like a soldier. She moved like a flame. Together, they were untouchable. At one point, a human trooper got through the wall, rifle raised, aiming straight at the baby. Logan leapt between them and took the shot, in the side. Fell. Pain exploded in his ribs. Blood everywhere. The soldier raised the gun again. But Revesia screamed. Not in fear. In rage. She tackled the trooper with terrifying speed. Ripped his armor open. Clawed through his chest. Then dropped beside Logan. Don't die. Not now. Not when I've already claimed you. He coughed blood. You talk too much. She smiled through tears. You bleed for us. Again. That makes 3 times now. He blinked. So what happens after 3? She leaned close. After 3. I belong to you. Scene shift, later, after the battle. The sky was quiet. Wreckage still burned. The villagers treated wounds. Bury their dead. Logan sat against a tree, breathing slowly. The baby curled in his arms. Safe. Revesia stood beside him, watching the sun set with gold in her eyes. You're no longer mine, she said. He looked up. What does that mean? You're more than mine now. She knelt beside him. Pressed her forehead to his. You're my equal. Final scene. Back at the village center, the elder stepped forward. You faced fire. You faced blood. You faced love. He held out a new crystal, or white and red. This bond is not one-sided. It's not hers alone now. It's yours too. Logan took the crystal. Held it high. The villagers roared. I came to this planet as a soldier, and I stayed as something else. I didn't find peace. I earned it. Not because I won a war, but because I chose a family.